I posted this Wonder Woman on social media, and people are asking, what Wonder Woman is that? So I'm betting they're thinking that she's a 6-inch action figure. She is not.
T-Man 978 Chill Review.
Hello everyone, T-Man 978. Welcome to my second ever 1/6 scale figure review, and my first ever purchase from Sideshow directly. Well, my first ever purchase from Sideshow. Now I see why you guys get addicted to buying these, because you buy one, and then they give you like $12 and change for rewards, and next thing you know, that pays for your taxes. You buy another one, that could pay for your taxes and shipping. So yeah, I can see how these get addictive. On the inside, we can see her, of course, and she has various comic book images like panels and covers and whatnot. Same thing on the inside, so I'm not going to waste your time. Ever so briefly, this was on the bottom of the tray. Here's some accessories. I guess that's her stand right there. And here's her. And here we see that booty outline right there. Wow. And just to put this out there, I'm not going to be like other channels. I'm about to play with this fully, probably for a couple hours, and come back with my opinions and whatnot. Okay, I've spent some quality time with this young lady, and I think I have some opinions. I'm going to try to just name out the features and what you can do and the good stuff, and attempt to save the bad things to the end, so it'll be easier for me. But as you can see, she looks nice. TBLeague really knows what they're doing as far as the bodies and sculpting, and I hear that this figure is specially made for this figure, and they're probably going to start using this body later. I can tell they made some differences because she definitely has a bigger, rounder butt than any of the other figures, and that's one of the reasons why I didn't want to start collecting TBLeague. I hated their flat butts. Alright, now that I have both of these in here, I didn't bring Athena in here so I can compare them before the review. But yeah, I think I got a bad batch of info because I believe these have the same bodies. They just modified some stuff to make her a little bit less anatomically correct because it's a DC property and that's Wonder Woman, and you should be respectful of Wonder Woman. Let's get into these details. Here is her face. The face is just stoic. I said I wouldn't get into negatives, but I can't help myself. One of the main reasons why I haven't been super heavy into 1/6 scale is they always come with one head sculpt. They cost so much money, but they always come with like one head sculpt, and then the face is always just freaking blank. It's like they look beautiful and look nice, but I want to put it on the action pose, and this thing definitely can pose better than any freaking Hot Toys. But yeah, that looks like that. Here is the breastplate. The breastplate is made out of hard plastic, and yes, it is glued to the front of her boobs. It's glued to this fabric right here, and the fabric on the inside is glued to the boob. You got the belt right here. The belt has a seam right there. That detached on me, and I had to glue it back. This right here with the regular is, I want to say static, but I might as well say static, more static lasso of truth right there. Here's this detail right there. Here are the boots, which are a pliable plastic. And here is the bottom of the boots right there. There's no peg holes or anything. But yeah. Here is her sword scabbard right there. Of course, you could just take this off. You have to take the head off, and the head stays on there very tightly, way more tight than the Athena figure that I have. Here is her sword with the star in there that's painted red. This is a metal. It's made out of a thin, pliable material. that's rigid. It doesn't feel like a flimsy Marvel Legends. Here is her shield right here. Nicely painted right there. It's painted good enough to look good. I don't think it has any like wash in it. Then you have the inside right here with this strap that's adjustable right there, and this thicker strap for the hand to go in. The hands are super pliable, almost they feel better than the Athena, and she has pink nails on each hand. This right here is made out of the same material as like her boots. It's like a pliable plastic. She comes with this spear right here. It's painted brown. At the top it's gold with silver. It's this whole thing, this rod is metal. I think this is plastic, and the tip is plastic, so that is a little bit more pliable. It's not made out of metal like Athena's sword. She does come with this more regular rope to be a lasso. It does have, where is it? It does have a knot tied in there. I guess you could unravel that and have her pose with it in both hands if you want. I wish it had bendy wire or something like that, but it doesn't. Besides the hand she's wearing, she has two fists that she came packaged with. She has a sword holding hand, and she has this open hand right here that's more flat, not angled like this hand right here. This hand is more gestured, and she comes with this base right here. It's just a plain black base. It does have this stuff on it, and this is adjustable, but what I don't like is when you bring it up to a certain point, it just pops right out. I haven't had one of these before, so you can't really use this for anything besides just standing straight up poses, and this comes out. So yeah, I'm gonna have to buy a real dynamic stand for her, because the poses I was coming up with her, this doesn't help me at all. Before we move to her awesome articulation, here she is holding the sword. Here's another pose I want to try before I do anything else. It's hard to get her whole body in the daggone scene. Here she is holding her spear. Here she is holding her lasso. I didn't mention this, but the bottom of her fingers right here, that pinky is fused. So I had to like slip the end of this through and then feed it all the way down. Now the end is rigid, but it still was very difficult to do. Super difficult just to get this easy pose right here, which was friggin' annoying. But it's fun that you can actually do that. I should also mention, because I don't think I did, this can come off of this pin, so you can get the more stationary rope off, but it doesn't make me feel good, to be honest. Alright, and this isn't exactly bendy wire, but I can like bend it and get it to keep shape a little bit. It's kind of weird, but there you go. I wanted to make sure I say that. Articulation, it's pretty much unlimited. It's whatever a person can do and more. The neck moves forward, it moves back, it looks weird like that. It can move to the left, right, left, and all the way in between. The shoulders go up, they come down, they go back, they go forward, the arm goes out, the bicep swivels, but the actual musculature doesn't. Pretty much like something like a real human. The elbows bend way more than 90 degrees. When it's bent like that, you can feel this. I wouldn't suggest pushing the hand on there. I wouldn't suggest pushing up against that. The wrist, it's on a ball joint, so you get wiggly on the ball joint, but the wrist actually has its own joint like the neck, so it goes in every direction. The upper torso, I think there's like 3 joints in there. Like, you can turn at the top, you can go back, you can come forward. Basically, her body can just do about freaking anything. You do have this, so I would worry about that. And of course, you can tilt side to side and all that. The legs can do whatever you freaking want. Go back, they can come all the way freaking up. They can bend here. She does like rotate right there. The ankles are on a ball joint, and they, I believe, unless I'm mistaken, I can't tell if they have the same bend like the wrist, but she could do whatever. Now let's get into the real talk stuff. I love this figure. I love her accessories. I like the way it looks. I like that it's posable. Like, first impression, pulling it out the box, the body is heavy because of the metal endoskeleton and whatnot. So definitely when you pull it out the package, it feels like quality, and it feels like you're holding a real little person. So mostly everything I showed so far are good things. Here's the negative. The hair. The hair is pliable, more pliable than a Marvel Legends, but that pliability doesn't really help for posing. Like, if I want her to look up when I put the hair down, the head just basically goes straight. Then I gotta fix the neck. So it's mostly she's best at poses where she's looking down. Like, even like turning her like this, if her arm is up, you turn it like that, it pushes the arm down. The clothing. Like straight out of package, I had malfunctions like this detaching right there and this seam right there. To be honest with you, the clothing looks cheap, and my hands are dry. I cut my thumb putting a model kit together, so I'm still waiting for the skin to grow back right. My skin was dry and it was like sticking to the fabric and pulling out threads, and that's why that looks like that. Because this material, and I kind of saw this on the website, the material is not that great. I mean, it's good at flexing and getting out the way, and it's not tearing, but I don't like that stitch work like at all. The ankles are loose AF. I took the plastic off. It had plastic wrapped around the ball joint and up the leg, plastic up in here, plastic around the neck. When I did that, these ankles were not anywhere near this tight, so I had to wrap the plastic back around in order to get her to be able to stand up even a little bit, because the ankles are loose. Other than those gripes, like this gripe right here, that's up to you. If you don't have freaking dry skin, I washed my hand and didn't put lotion on. But I put the lotion on and it seemed like it's still easy to snag. And this right here, now that I glued that on, this actually fell off as well when I was trying to mess with this. So I had to glue that back on. So yeah, I don't like that. And these buttons right here, that's holding this on, that probably gonna have to glue them because they keep popping off as well. So the actual body and whatnot feels good. The face sculpt looks good, besides our face just looking blank and our eyes looking a little bit red. She is super posable. Having paid $170 for this, and she came with a big sculpture, plus she has all these accessories and optional gear and stuff that I had to put on, plus weapons and a helmet, and she has a different tiara if I want to do that. Then paying $250 for this, I feel ripped off because the clothing, she doesn't have anywhere near the amount of clothing, and she doesn't really come with as many accessories. So I knew that going in, but yeah, I really can't even suggest this at the price that it is. I mean, it's a good toy. If you buy it, you'll be more than likely happy, but I just think it's too expensive, to be honest. Much like I think Hot Toys are too expensive, but Hot Toys usually come with more than this Wonder Woman, and the clothes usually look better, but I think TBLeague's bodies are way better than Hot Toys bodies. But yeah, so let me wrap this up. Overall, I'm happy with the figure. I just have a few gripes. Some of them I can fix, some of them I can't fix, and that price is crazy. That's all you need to worry about. Anywho, thank you all for watching this. Until next time, T-Man978 out of here.
Fab Studios presents Figure Action. That one's me.
Click the videos. Click the fucking videos, baby. Click the videos. You should really click these videos. Click the videos. Click those fucking videos, baby. Click the videos. You really should click those videos. Click that shit.